Last time on Truly Bedrock. We've been busy rolling these trades with these villagers since the last time, that's the wrong button, that we were on the server, and I've gotten some decent trades. We got a looting 4, protection 4 guy here, power 5, feather falling. 4 here, we've got mending, silk touch, mending, riptide. That was one of our first villagers. We have sharpness 5 and loyalty. We have bookshelf and book. I think I'm gonna be taking this guy and letting zombies eat what is left of his brain, and trading with this one quite a bit. Then we have another depth strider here, or rather a depth strider, efficiency 5. We have unbreaking 3 and impaling 5. A decent start for some villagers. And I have been breeding more, adding more beds, and I have a list here of villagers that I want. So I'm thinking about grabbing myself a toolsmith, a weaponsmith, and an armorer. Right now, we're actually working with the armorer right there. I want also 4 leather workers, 4 clerics, 4 masons, and question mark farmer. Basically, I don't know what I want for farmers, but these fishermen, these guys I'm going to be trading string with, which I have quite a bit of it down in the spider farm. The fishermen are going to sit in the fishing area. The farmers are going to be in kind of that area. We go from the posh side of town to the agricultural side of town. So I want those. We're going to have an armorer over here, or like a mason's house, that type of stuff. We might go bigger with the clerics. I don't know. But we are going to be trading with these guys. Not today, though. Today, we are going to take a break from villagers. I have spent countless hours rolling these trades. I've been rolling this guy's trade for a couple of hours to try to get something great. So what I want to do is I want to break away from all of that chaos and see... What are you looking at? I need to clean out my inventory is what I need to do, so I think we're just going to kind of dump things in here for now. Like that? Yeah. We'll dump all the villager stuff in there. And what I need to do is I actually need to head to the nether. I need to grab my shovel, head to the nether, and I need to mine some things. You guys will already know what's going on by the title of the video. But, yeah. I need some soul sand. Do you think the villagers' arms stay the brown color or whatever? Because if they didn't, they would look like they were in the jacket in which you hug yourself. Straight jacket? There's soul sand in them hills. No easy way down, but I think we just... Yeah. We just jump. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember the portal linking time thing that I did. Because there is the excess right there of one of my portals. So... I probably want to come down here. It's always fun trying to spawn in and do things. Seriously, dude? Archer. Sniper. That dude was straight sniping. And then we're gonna hopefully hide. Oh, it's not very oh, there is a gas tier. I was gonna say it's not very deep. Oh, you turkey. Got him. So, anyway, I was hoping that we could get into like a little bit of a hiding spot and we don't have to worry about it. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, and I'm also going to need to snag myself a bunch of netherrack so I can get back up. We're going to need to eat. Yep. Somewhere up there, I fell. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. It was a treacherous trip, but I did manage to get myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit soul sand. I need like 4.5 for what we're planning. I got some bones. I got some glowstone. We got some more netherrack. You guys would have noticed that my FOV changed. At one point, I did turn that off per the comments. I didn't like it because the FOV, when you go to run, doesn't really change. So I couldn't tell if I was running or not. So we changed it back. So I want to get building some more buildings. Look at that. My sugarcane's ready to harvest. Anyway, to build more houses and structures for my different villagers, I need more logs and wood, right? We're using dark oak, we're using spruce, we're using those types of things, even some basalt and stuff. And to do that, there is a dark oak biome that way. There is a mega taiga as well. It's 2,000 blocks that way. It's not a bad flight, and I didn't mean to hit that key, but I could even take and probably build like a little nether tunnel to it and go do some tearing and deforestation. But what I could also do is we could build ourselves up a little bit of a farm to get bone meal. Bone meal then can be used to, of course, grab all the things that we could possibly need. So, that's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to start right there. Excuse me? Right there. Sure. That's what we need, that block. And then we can come down a couple of blocks. Give me back my lily pad. Ooh. There we go. So I believe that we need 18 or so magma blocks starting right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Perfect. What we then need to do is build like a little item collection thing. And I saw this tutorial, or there is a tutorial rather, of this farm. I think, ooh, I need to look. I want to say Oink Oink was it was the original one I saw. I saw quite a few varied designs of what we're doing here. So we need to place in some blocks. We need to also watch ourselves so that we don't drown. But there is kind of the basics getting started with the farm. I did forget I'm going to need a little bit of rails. I'm going to need a little bit of signage. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to grab 36 signs and some rails. And then a minecart hopper is all we should need. Very simple farm to build, but we should have a powered rail on this end and a powered rail on this end. We can then place a lever here and power these. Hello, dolphin. And then it should be 8 rails, right? Or what is this? 18 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The reason I did that is so that we could dig these out. And we're gonna need some chests or something in this location. So I need to oh, I have it. You know, I flew all the way back to the main base area and I have all of the things that I need. Like I have this, I have chests. I believe they are in here. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta check. So we're going to do this, and for now, we're just going to do a simple chest. Eventually, I am going to make some kind of storage item collection. Probably going to sift the fish out. But there's that, and then there is the rails. And the one thing that I don't have is glass. That is definitely at the base, but I want some sort of glass around this thing so that we can see inside of it. Then what we are going to do is we are going to go 9 blocks in this direction, 9 blocks in this direction. We're going to make a complete square, rectangle around this thing. Not a square, a rectangle. And then we are going to fill in the top layer of the ocean with soul sand. Well, now that we have our platform built, what I need to do is come up and build 2 blocks all the way around this farm. And if I wanted to, I could cut the corners off. We don't really need those. It's just a space. I tested some different bone meal farms. Silent has a tutorial that's pretty good. It's a monster of a bone meal farm. I did build a bone meal farm using most of the mechanics that he uses, and it works pretty good, but the rates seem to be quite a bit lower than normal, and I don't need an excessively huge moss farm producing hundreds of, maybe even thousands of moss an hour. We just need an income. So through my testing, I've noticed that the moss seems to be not as good as it once was. Maybe it's been tweaked. I don't know. So with all of that in mind, I decided, or I was thinking about how we could produce bone meal, right? We've done it a couple of different ways in seasons past. I've used giant cactus farms that produced bone meal. I used kelp farms, I've used the moss farm, and now we're going to go straight to bone farms. This is a fish, it's a fish farm that produces bones. So the next thing that we need to do is dig all of this out. And I probably need to go see if I've got some frost walker boots. If I wanted to be down on the magma blocks, but truth be told, we could just crouch. It's not going to be a big deal. And now we place in signs. Like so. And then we're going to place signs above it. All the way down. Not too bad. Once we get that done, we then need to place our water in. Now, this is going to be a tedious process. Not so much getting the water in, but after we get the water in, I need to grab, we're going to start bouncing like that. Once water sources are created, we're going to start bouncing, but then we need to place in slabs all the way over all of this so that we can place in a, this is a fun little bounce house. There we go. That should be solid. Nice. I need to place slabs on this whole thing so that we can have a flowing water source over the top. So, we're going to place water in this side. And I just got the water placed here and went around the outside taking the corner blocks off, and look at that. So what I think we can do is we can place slabs in like this, and then be down on this level, and as long as we crouch with our swift sneak, this shouldn't be too bad. And hopefully I've got enough slabs. I don't. Hello, fish. Fish. Oh, and we don't want to do that. No. So yeah, we're just gonna make a bunch of slabs across here. I might have to go grab some more. I think it's 2.5 stacks worth of blocks on this side. Then we are going to place in water sources here so that all the items flow into the middle and they can be collected. Pretty simple, pretty easy process, but a little bit tedious. There we go. One side at least done, so we place in water here, and then of course we can start getting our infinite water. Luckily, we can do that. Could you imagine if we had to bucket in every single one of these? I guess we could do ice, right? That's an option. But there that is, and that's going to push all the items this way. Now what I need to do is start removing the slabs, which is going to be fun. Then collect all my slabs, because half of them are going over to the other side. And then do this again. There we go. Yep. Yep. It's going to be fun. If you decide to build one of these in your world, keep in mind that when you're placing the water on this section here, you have to go against these solid blocks in the back. I was just running through here and placed a water source in the slab, which is already waterlogged, but you get the point. Time to finish up this side. Now, what's really neat is the way I built this. So this is pretty much right next to my farm here, and if I wanted to, I could go up here and fish, and we can AFK for the beef, which I don't think, yeah, I don't think it's being cooked anymore, if I'm right, but we could be up here fishing. We could be, maybe, we might be too high here. Dang it. But this is almost a triple-purposed farm, unintentionally. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can just AFK right here, because this spot was actually working. He says as the farm no longer spawns. Oh, there we go. There we go. One thing I might want to do, judging by what I just saw there, is that fish that hopped out the side here. We may want to put another border around this thing. But I'm going to go AFK for, I don't know, 10 minutes. I'll be back. You should have seen a little time lapse, and there was a couple things. We need to light up the platform up there, and we did get a few other things. This doesn't count. This is not going to be a thing. But we had some drowned spawn in there, which is fine. I don't think that we're going to be getting player kills and stuff from them, so we got a nautilus shell. We got a little bit of ink, the rotten flesh from the drowns, but we've got 44 bones in just a few short minutes, which is nice. So I did light it up. That is something that needed to happen. And while I'm over here doing my thing, I'm going to change out the campfires on this farm up here for the cows because it no longer works, right? So we're going to need to change a couple of things, I think. I think what I need to do is get in here, and these are going to take a minute to get rid of. I didn't mean to get rid of the hopper, though. Do I have my axe? I do have my axe. It's fine. Those are going to just become coal. And then, of course, the hopper can go back in there. So what is going to need to happen now is I'm actually going to need, like, netherrack on this level. And then we need to light that on fire. And then I need hopper minecarts on this lower portion. And I think this is going to work. It might not. Because the tube is only so high. Realistically, I'd want the netherrack at this level. And then hopper minecarts at this level. So we're going to have to redo everything. So if I do something like this, that should work. Should. Let's grab a bunch more of those. Let's grab some rails. We need also some iron and crafting table because I need to make a few of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should be fine there. Of course, those guys are not going to do anything. All right. Now, I'm also going to need to do something like that. Right? That's going to work. Of course, this is going to sit like that. Of course, it's going to. Don't worry, I will deal with you guys momentarily. The item filters are going to have to drop down. Everything's going to have to drop down. It's no big deal. Can we get you? There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So, I'm going to fix this up. Get all of the hopper minecarts in here. I guess lower the redstone by a block, lower my chests by a block, package everything up, and then see if this all starts working again. Hopefully it will. And I'm just out of range of that guy, which is fine. Everything seems to be working just fine. We have items coming in. And we have dropped, like I said, the chests. Ooh, I forgot. There we go. Added in these chests here, so items will be coming in. We just gotta wait for the filter itself to fill up. But from my little bit of testing, it seems like the cows are dropping items. We may be losing some items to the fire, similar to the Hoglin farm that we did in Season 2 of Truly Bedrock, but it's fine. These guys are not inside of the block, therefore they're not going to pick up as fast as they could, but they are still picking up items. It's also fine because I have here 6 shulker boxes almost completely full of cooked beef, and then we have 3 shulker boxes plus this much of leather, so I think we're good. So I'm actually going to pick all of this up, and we're going to eventually do something with it. Whether I take it back to spawn or not is yet to be seen. But you can see the items are coming in, which is awesome. The last thing that I wanted to check out is, of course, this guy down here. Eventually do need to put some kind of sorting system on here. I don't think we want to keep anything but the bones. So maybe what we'll do is we'll sort out bones and then dump everything else in the garbage. But for now, we have an income of bones, which will turn into bone meal, which we can start growing trees and we can chop those trees down. I don't have to worry about going all the way to the different forests. So, with all of that said, I am super happy, and I think I'm going to go AFK. Let's look away for a little bit. I didn't know that dolphins were going to spawn in there. I'm extremely happy with how things have turned out. We've got ourselves a fish farm that produces bones. We fixed up the mushroom cows, though I don't think we're going to need any more beef or leather or any of that stuff, for the foreseeable future. I've got to clean out my inventory. I'm going to run maybe to spawn and dump these shulker boxes. Maybe? I don't know. We're going to go see how the shop is doing, and I will show you guys that probably in the next episode. I think. We'll see. I don't know. This was an impromptu. I did want to continue messing with the villagers, but I can't really move villagers into houses if I don't have houses for them, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Check the description for all the different ways to follow me. Links to Truly Bedrock members, links to second, third channels, Patreon. It's all down in the descriptions below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.